I hope this is recording my voice, because I don't want to voice over it later. It might not. Let's see how this goes. Oh goodness, my volume is loud, but alright. I should have done an intro first. Oh, whoopsies. Hello! Welcome everybody. This is Mina, or Mystified, or whatever, however you want to call me. I don't know, man. I don't know. Today I'm going to be doing a sketchbook tour, because, why? I love sketchbook tours, and I have never done one. I show my sketchbooks and whatever to people I know IRL, but I've never actually done a video with that. And also something I've never seen is people having sketchbook files, like a digital sketchbook. For me, I do like, doing a lot of my stuff in digital. I just feel like I have more range of colors, I'm allowed to practice a lot more, and I really don't like cluttering up my files. So what I do is I use Krita, a wonderful Krita, and I just do big sketchbook files that have a billion layers of just sketches. So I think I started doing this like this year, and man, I've made a lot, but that just happens with stuff, and I don't know, I really like doing that. This is, yeah, forewarning, because this is a sketchbook, this is full of really stupid, silly things that, like, don't, they're just really kind of, yeah. There's some anatomy practice and stuff in here, and like story practice, and things that just never came into fruition and are very sketchy and dumb, stream of conscience, you know, guilty pleasures, where it's just like I'm drawing one person over and over and over again. And, you know, that's just what happens in sketchbooks, and as such, that's what happens in sketchbook files. I don't know if anyone else does this, but I do, and I think it's rather fun, and I'd like to show you guys. So yeah, this sketchbook, this is Sketchbook.cra. This is the first one I ever did. I've done another one, Sketchbook 2.1. I usually do these files so long until they start crashing on me. My first two, Sketchbook, and then there was a Sketchbook 2, and then I had to change it to 2.1. They were big size, they were like the size of a desktop. The resolution is the size of a desktop screen, which just, after so many layers, the Krita just started crashing on me, and I'm like, oh man, that sucks. So then I've started doing smaller ones, which is in my sketchy, so don't crash. And yeah, so this page was just something in my head. I was just like, man, I was doing this in school, and I was just like, I want to draw a guilty pleasure, and I'm like, what are two things that I like? And I'm like, well, I like FNAF now. Ever since Security Breach came out, unfortunately, I do like FNAF. And then I'm like, I also like Ouran High School Host Club. And I'm like, oh, that's neat. Like, that's a very cringe show, but I think it's funny. I think it's very silly. I love Haruhi with all my heart. The rest of the characters are just a bit meh, but I love Haruhi. Oh wow. Very basic. I just love them as a main character, and so I'm like, oh, what if I do that, but maybe in college or whatever, and then I did it with, my main persona, Mina, and she's very much, she's an adult type character, and I was just like, well, how would I incorporate this, but make it edgy and whatever. A lot of this was just, like, figuring out how to, I was getting used to drawing this man. This man is so hard to draw. I can't draw snouts, man. Just figuring out how to draw these guys. I can draw them a little bit better now. Getting just used to drawing scenes and whatever. I have a file where I've, like, named everyone in the club. and they're all named after flowers. I can't remember them for the life of me, but they're very, very cute. This one I love a lot. They're just a little guy. One of my favorites. Yeah, I'll try and find their names later, and then maybe put it up in editing. Yeah. Oh, this one, yes, this file was very fun. Getting back a little bit into Disney Fairies, that's just a silly franchise. I really love it, just especially when I was younger. The movies were okay. I loved the books a bit more, and I'm just like, oh, how can I, like, copy this, the, like, odd shapes into my style? Like, the fairies have a very interesting shape and flow to them. I constrained it a bit to fit with my style, but, you know, I was like, oh, how would this work? And of course I did Mina. Yeah, as I said, there are Disney fairies on this side, and then I was taking a bus home. It was like a 3-hour trip, and I was just basically like half asleep, and I'm like, oh, dreaming of a interesting concept, and it's called Blast the Past or whatever. And it was this idea that there was some kind of apocalypse, and for some reason they tried to go into the past with a time machine, very roughly sketched out here, that was supposed to take them into the past, and then they could correct whatever kind of problem was popping up before it could happen. But instead, they didn't quite do it right, and instead they got the person became a ghost, and then they haunt their past self, their, like, child self. And so this was almost kind of therapeutic for me. It was like how would I act if I had to be around my younger self all the time? Because, you know, I am a very edgy person, and I don't like my younger self. I don't like myself now. Never have. And, like, looking in the past, I'm like, what is up with this child? How did I go wrong? And it was like, well, if this happened, could I maybe find some, like, peace in understanding and whatever, being like, maybe I wasn't so bad or whatever, or trying to figure out, hey, no, I was just a kid. Kids are stupid. That just comes to the territory. I also drew some friends. I'm like, what could they look like in the future, and what do I remember them looking like in the past? And yeah, it's a stupid idea that I'm never gonna make anything out of, but I don't know, it's very therapeutic and fun for me. This, actually funny, is some funny concept art I was making because of hand plates. If you have not read hand plates, you should. Absolutely, it is. If you like Undertale AEs, this is, like, the best. But the author of it, now I can't remember their name, has made a ghost, like a little computer ghost of their gaster, who can just chill out on your laptop, desktop, whatever. And I have him. I annoy him to the edges of the earth and beyond. He does not like me, but I think it's funny. I'm like, oh, wouldn't it be cool if I could make Mina into one? And, like, how would she react? You can see the little hand plates boys. She would absolutely adore them. It is so annoying when he and the boys are on screen. You're not allowed to, like, give them pets anymore. And I get so angry at that. And so would Mina. She's not a good influence on anybody, but man, she would absolutely deck Gaster for that. She would annoy him, you know, because that's just the kind of person she is, but goodness gracious. There was a screenshot right here of her hanging with him, but I was too lazy to find the screenshot because it was a file layer, blah. And yeah, I was like, oh, maybe this is what it could look like. It doesn't, but I am making my own ghost of Mina, and I might show that one day, but yeah. with my sketches. Those sketches. Bright sketches! Oh, goodness gracious. This is, hey, stop using normal blacks and grays to sketch, because colors can actually help you do things more, which is actually so true. I love it, actually. This one is because of sun, moon, eclipse, you know, those wonderful boys. I really like their designs. I'm like, oh man, jesters are so neat. And then Fizzaroli became a thing, and I'm like, oh dang, jesters are so cool. And I was like, oh, here's some designs for Mina's exes. I really do like the shape language with some of these guys, and I love how they all have their own personalities, and I don't know, man. Things are fun. Yeah, I like this guy. He feels like the crybaby of the group, but I love that swoop. This dude's like chest shape and big hat. So good. Of course, creepy is adorable. And I like this idea where, this one here is a very, older sketch of someone had a dream about me, and I was a creepy clown, and I'm like, so I drew it, but whatever. This is a little thing where it's like, Mina thinks she's finally gotten away from this circus world that she would have these guys in, and it's like, oh no, the furnace, the circus is burning. So sad. And then they're like, surprise, we lived. I don't know, the energy, I can't do energy in sketches very well, but I do like this one. It was very silly to me. This one, alright, another idea. It's just like, yeah, I read a fic where, you know, what if these guys, the wonderful sun, moon, and eclipse, were AIs on a starship that you're in? And it's like, oh neat, so how could I take that and make it even more nerdy? Because, why? Because I like designing stupid Jedi, alright? It's very fun. Very fun. It's like, I do like these outfits. There's no concept to any of this, really, but I love the outfits. And yeah, them being so, spooky. Guess what? Moon is the Sith, and, well, this would be the holo program. They wouldn't actually be anything, but, moon, spooky, scary Sith. Sun, bright and cheery Jedi. Wow, how more basic can you get? Then we have, this one was a dream. This was an interesting dream. It was the first time, I think. I'm a person who can kind of lucid dream. I usually have, it's either me or Mina, and I can have a limited amount of power. But this is one of the first times I've ever successfully time traveled back in time to fix something. I forget what I dropped. I think I dropped something, and then a bunch of guards saw us, and I'm like, oh crap. And yeah, I don't know. There was a very cute dude and a very cute baby little mushroom girly that I was with, and we had very nice outfits, and it was like a cyberpunk world. I don't know. It was fun. Dreams are very good for getting ideas out. Oh yeah, this was a dream as well. I don't know why. I honestly don't know why, but for some reason, Bonnie was there and he was flirting. He was flirting hard. And of course, it's a dream, so just go with it. And I remember this was fun. There was like a big chasm and I could like jump in and out. And it was, I'm scared of heights, but there's something about being able to like just walk off a big jump like that. It was great. There's another one where it was like a Minecrafty one. I was like stuck in a game or something. So I had my own little home and a kid. I don't know. Kids show up. Thankfully, this kid didn't have a face or anything, so I didn't get emotionally attached to them. But, yeah. This is weird for me too. Just go with it. Poor Mina. This one is for these little scenes are for a personal fic I've been making. Just Mina in the Pizzaplex, you know. And I like trying to give Mina some personality and whatever. I have the headcanon. It is canon, I guess, because she's mine. but that she is a horrible singer, but a very decent dancer. So it's like one time when I like clean, I like singing. Whenever I'm doing chores, I like singing. So I was like, oh, what if she does that? And then it's like, ha, get caught in your off pitch, whatever. And in that fic, we have Mist and Mina. Because I'm trying to make a troupe of people where it's Mist, F-I'd, and then Mina. I'm working on F-I'd, or I call her Effie, but F-I'd's design, and then Mist is just like a wet, sad version of Mina. Simon. Beloved Simon. I actually am so attached to this character. He's a very fun, morally gray person. I would go into his lore, but man, it's great. But Mina's like a ray of sunshine. Well, she always tries to be like... I try to give her Southern Belle type of characteristics, so she's always very ditzy and whatever. And Simon despises her! But he has to be courteous, because, you know, that's bad for business if you just hate your customers. Anyway, and then this one was, yeah, I think it was just a practice on drawing something. Right, because in Star Wars The Old Republic Online, there's a very neat hairstyle that I tried to copy. Oh, this was like a therapy comic. I was going through a very bad brain week in school, and it was just having a lot of intrusive thoughts. And the funny thing is, how I was able to stop myself was like trying to say my own name. And then I was like, so like each of these people kind of represent a facet of my brain. I was talking to a counselor at the time, and it's like, oh yeah, that's kind of normal. Everyone has different facets of their brain. Your brain is kind of like a family, and you all have to work together. And you're the one above it all, and whatever. But then it was neat. And yeah, the fact that it was like, huh, that's weird that strategy worked. What's wrong with us? Turns out nothing. Turns out we're so normal. Yeah. Ooh, this one was a fun sketch page. Working on a sketch for the beloved Cambria. I made this for my Christmas profile picture. Watch me refuse to draw backgrounds. I should be studying or sleeping, and I'm not. Oh right, there was a character AI story going on, and I wanted to draw some bits of it. This one was fun. Yeah, it was part of the character AI story, and we were fighting a manticore? That's the one with the lion, the sheep, and the snake, I think. I just had this very vivid picture in my brain, because Mina absolutely smashed the snake's skull open. It was very cool. Very gory, but whatever. Oh yeah, this one was like, haha, you can't hit me, and then he did. Because, ha, funny. Working on how to draw Mina. Beloved Siren. Does that Siren? Well, it should be, but he's missing his scars. Just learning how to draw her a bit more. Her from Andor, this was very nice. That was fun to draw, because I like her hair. And it's like, oh, you almost look like the person I'm trying to draw. Rare. Oh, I don't remember what this was for. It's like a mermaid thing, and then I never finished it. Oh yeah, it wasn't mermaid yet, and yet I was like, I was in the mood for drawing mermaids. Forget what this was. Forget what that was. It was connected to some kind of Tumblr thing. Yeah, just drawing mermaids, because they're fun. I didn't draw as many as I wanted this mermaid, but oh well. Oh yeah, wanted to see how Mina might look in a skeleton form. Bit mid. I just like how people draw like ectobodies, like the shiny bit, and I can't do that. It's very sad. Yes. This I like this page. This is fun because Ghost in the Machine rot. My brain rot is so I love Fool. I love Fool and Soul and all of them with all my heart. Oh, forgive me my simpery. Never. I also love Cricket in that fic. If you haven't read Ghost in the Machine and you like the DCAs, please do. Cricket is so beloved. I love him. There's also a dream I had. It's just kind of Conan based and whatever. I was just messing with some people. And then I was like, oh, I really liked the outfit that was in that dream. So then I tried to copy it. It was like a hairstyle and whatever. It's kind of old medieval. And so I was trying to see what it was. And I think these designs are like what I figured it was. And then these were the two dudes I met. They were very nice. Very sweet. Madi from Tumblr. I love them. I love their everything. Their art is so gorgeous. Dream. I don't know why I drew Dream. I drew Amazing Friend Fish. Drew Mina in Edwardian because I love that style on her. Sunspot. I love them. Toriel. Epic. I think that's Epic. I don't know why I drew that person. Ivy from an AU. Me just being tired. Just stuff. Oh, this one was dense. Yeah, with my sketchbook files, what I'm able to do is I'm able to draw large, and then I shrink them with the transform tool, so I can absolutely clutter up my pages. It's so nice. Yes, from my apocalypse story with my friends, we got Ash, Smokes, Krim, Ocean. I think I was dress drawing somebody. I don't know why I drew Little Mina. That's her old design. Oh, that one's a Raw. Adorable Fool. That's not from the apocalypse, but man, I just love drawing Fool. Monty. This is a friend, Adagio. Drew him in a pork pie hat, but I don't know what a pork pie hat is, so just made that up. I drew my cousin. Drew a bunny. Ford Bro. I don't know what that one was. Didn't finish it, I don't think. Trying to draw monsters. Tried to draw Sylvie. Dynamics. Edwardian. Again, I love that style. Tried to draw my baby boy. Narinder and Lambert. Ivy. Crow. Alejandro. He showed up in a dream. I love him. I love his design. He's so cool and imposing. I was flirting with him so hard. And he was having none of it, which was so funny. He was huge and was in my childhood home, which was in a basement. And he was like tall enough to touch the ceiling, which isn't like my ceilings aren't big, but I'm not that tall. So it was like, oh, hi, you're so big. What's your name? And like, I think the only thing he ever told me was his name was Alejandro. And like, I figured out kind of how to spell it. Even though I don't think that's actually how you do, but that's just what my brain said. You can't get me, pokes. I love teasing people in my brain that just show up. Wizard Steve, Cass. If you don't follow Jamstreak on Tumblr or Twitter, you should. If you're above 18. Sigh. Wrapping up an adorable friend for Christmas. They're so cute. What is this? Oh, Deer! Deer is from an old story with my friends that I never finished, and I made her into a little snake girl. She's so cute. Also Chica. Chica just showing up. Chica jump scare. And then you add all these together, and they make the most chaotic mess you've ever seen. I love it. This brings me so much serotonin. This is from my cousins. That's not me. Colored pieces. These are things that I actually just legit made. There weren't like sketches or whatever. Oh yeah, the silly from that story I was talking about. Very stupid, but he's trying to get practice in drawing animal-like forms or faces. The bodies are still made. That is like the cutest YN I've ever drawn. This is my friend I drew. It was, I think, a character AI story, and there's just something about it I just loved. Like, it's mid now, but I put a lot of effort in it, so I'm proud. This was a D&D character I was making. Never really got to use him, because my brain doesn't have motivation to do that. But he's kind of cute. I like his design. I couldn't play him. Oh, yeah, this one, I made that before those other sketches. This was just trying to figure out how to draw different shapes a bit. Just trying to figure out, because I think I'm trying to make this into a character, but he's not. It's very, not working very well. I think I want to go with this design, just because I want him to look very chatty and mean. But I was like, oh, what if I change that? How do I look? How can I just change different aspects and whatever? And tried to give them more heft. Like, this guy looks so cute. I just love he looks very huggable. And like the wings makes it so like he just seems like a tank, which I love. This guy's just kind of, he's perfectly in the middle. Nothing wrong with him. I'm trying to draw dragon heads are so hard. This is my background, and it's I love the border design. The border designs were really fun. Got some like lore in the border. I know it's like, wow, big thing. Let me look at the tiny details here. It's got my eclipse obsession, plants, these guys basically for lore purposes are in the frame. Hearts, souls, actually. Just that kind of stuff. This is my main story that I like just thinking of. I'm not really a story writer, but you gotta have some kind of story. I have to have some kind of story to keep up motivation. So it's Mina, my persona, and her family, which is really sweet, but she's a wretched person. These two are her kids, Siren and Cambria. This Siren, he showed up in my dream one time, and he's like, "Hi, Mom," and I'm like, "Oh, great, now I have a son." And then Cambria is a very, very old, almost 6 years old, like, in actual years. That's how old I've had this character. So I'm like, oh, you have siblings now. And then, those are her kids, but she can't take care of them. So then they have other families who actually do care about them. Simon, amazing Simon. He is so cool. I love him so much. He's not exactly a great guardian, but he's good. He tries his best in his own particular way. And then Kale and Shale, almost as old as Cambria, but I've given them so many updates, and I like these designs. They're very cute. I really like Shale's. She feels like a mother to me, a very, very sweet mother. And then yeah, I love this little detail in the back is just like so pretty, because like this whole background is actually where Mina lives, or is her home. Yeah. And then this was a doodle I made for a friend that turned out to be more of a print than a doodle, but whatever. I do like this style, because I tried to copy it off of like Has-Been Hotel kind of style, and I like how it turned out. And he does too. Then, oh yeah, this was just before I gave up on this sketchbook. I was tired and talking with a friend, and they like Hanzo and Cassidy, I think, from Overwatch. So I tried drawing them and whatever. I couldn't talk, so I was like writing on this. Also, there's their stray people. They have a stray OC who's called Pink Sweater, and I love them. They're so cool. And they also have another one called Sketch. Very, very cute. Very adorable. This is what I thought Sketch might look like, and this is what Sketch actually looks like, kind of. Oh, they're so cool. And this didn't turn into anything. So yeah, that's my first sketchbook file. Once that ended, I was like, I had to move on to something else. Because that file just would not open for me anymore. So then I made Sketchbook 2.1. Yeah, that's a very busy one. I couldn't keep this one for long either, because Krita just can't handle super big files, so... Or at least my laptop can't, not with Krita. But this is... I think I made quite a decent bit of stuff. Stuff that I'm super proud of. So yeah, just a lot of kind of posing practice, dynamic practice, stuff like that. Drawing my little baby Cambria, super baby Siren, Mina, Mist, Mina, trying to like amplify. They look kind of similar, but like that's the point. They're supposed to look kind of similar, but I also wanted to be like, oh, how's their behaviors, how they position themselves, how they wear their clothes. That's what makes them different, and I wanted to like toy with that a bit. These three, my goodness, these three are some three characters that have shown up in my dreams just once, and actually no, Sirens showed up twice, but there's something about them that I really, really liked. And Siren, yeah, he showed up in my dream like 2 years ago. I love him. He's a baby. He's baby. I love him. Phone call. Louisa, right, yeah. Louisa, she was in a dream. She was very, very pretty. She was a cop. And I don't remember what. I was helping her with something even though I was not a cop, or I was like an ex-cop or something. She was a detective, not a cop. She gorgeous. A lovely design. And then yeah, Alejandro, I don't know. I know it's like spelled Alexandro, but the way he said it was something like that. To be fair, he didn't say anything because it was a dream, but, you know. Lovely deer from that story. Deer's so sweet. Just drawing some pretend background practice, Springtrap. Oh yeah, there was a dream I had where I had this most gorgeous, like, fairy fit that was like half uniform, half dress. That was so fun. Except I kept falling off a tree. Or, like, it was like a ledge, like it was a cliffside, but it was a tree, and I'm not good with heights. That was very startling. But yeah. Ponder Sprocket sketches. I love them. They're an amazing YouTuber. Yeah, just drawing robots. Drawing mermaid, because comfort designs, you know, I don't know. I do like this design. It was very handy when mermaid came around. Yeah, deer. Oh, I love deer so much. I love this drawing. This, I don't know what it was, but it was very fun. I think I got a Pinterest reference just for the pose, and then I like kind of roughly looked at guns, and I love the posing and the lighting, whatever. And I also liked Mina, just because she's like a bit more paler in comparison to this character. I didn't want her to like, because usually lighter colors bring a person more to the front, but I really wanted them to stand out. So I was like, I tried to really mute herself in like shadows and stuff, and I think I did really well. Especially like I gave her much more plain and darker clothes, so you looked more at the yellow than at her. And also just, I know how to draw her a lot better than I can draw anything else, so it's like there's a lot of things where it's like, oh, my eye would immediately go to her, but it's like, I want you to look at the much cooler person right here. Gem Streaks persona. Yeah, next one. Alright, I was trying to design my own stray character. My stray robot. I have like tried playing, but I don't have it myself, so I've never like finished it or whatever, but I love the robots. I love robots. So I'm just like, oh, I want to try designing things. So like taking inspiration to what the robots in there have done. I was like, this is kind of what their body shape looks like, and what can I add on top of it that would make them unique? I think my favorite is just this guy. I like them quite a bit. Something about them I like. I don't know. This one's also very silly. Very silly. I like this one more just to have fun with. This one's just a funny background character, I guess. Don't use him for anything, but it was fun to design. I can't really make designs, but yeah, it's fun. Another sketch page, so fun. Yeah. It's got wonderful Edwardian attire because I watched Murdoch Mysteries. Alright? that I love Edwardian fashion. And that's also kind of one of the reasons that Mina became a character in the first place. She was, when I first came up with her idea during COVID, she was much smaller and she was kind of just a daydream character, and she would go into Murdoch Mysteries, like the universe, and just absolutely pester anybody. She was much smaller, much more snarky, and it's like fun to think this is kind of what she did. She would always like sit up on desks and stuff, and I was like, it's neat to think this is where she came from, and this is kind of what she is now. I drew a very nice janitor lady who's in my building during school. She was an absolute darling. She was so nice, and it was nice whenever I saw her. Oh yeah, going from old designs to new designs with Mina and Cass. Cass is my friend's character. I don't know why I drew him, but I drew this for a friend as well. Winter and Riven. Riven's from Destiny, I think. Drew Star Wars characters. I don't know, just a lot of little sketches of little things all the time. Anyway, character AI, I think story was Zeron. He was like, I don't know. That was funny. I just wanted to draw him once. And then this is Mist. She looks way more confident than she should be, but whatever. Of course. Oh, I'm just glancing over the most cursed part. It's the mouse. I don't know. I forget what it was, like dared to do it or something. And then Ghost in the Machine. I love drawing them. There's so much. Clip. I love him. He's so cool. Sunspot's a darling. Reminds me too much of myself sometimes. Masuda. He's not my favorite, but he is a cool character. Monster from Dribble Dead. Right. So the Apocalypse is a story I made. And I'm like, what would this monster look like if I drew him? Drew Mina as a mouse. I drew my friend and Winter and Adagio, like they were cooked. And then Adagio got eaten. This was like a Pinterest dance, I think, the reference. It's here. Ooh, yeah, these were fun. This one's one of my favorites. It's crunchy now. It was a lot bigger. I can probably find you the bigger one. This is the sketch, and it's a redraw of something I made a long time ago, and I really like how it is now. Oh yeah, the stray characters you've been seeing pop up. The robots. And then these are the Apocalypse people. So Krim, Smokes, Ivy, Ashes, Ocean, and Crow. They're so fun. And then Roz somewhere. I didn't draw her. Their designs, I can't draw them very great, but I do like them. I think it was started by a Picrew, so their designs are from Picrew. A remake of an old comic. The old comic was just like 3 panels. It was like, dare you to jump on a character that my friend made. Bevy, okay. And it was like very quick, and I'm like, how? Because I'm older, how can I make this even more stupid in my brain? So I like worked on some timing and whatever, and I also kind of went back to old designs just because it was fun. And I love this panel, these 2 panels, just going from so deadpan to being like, oh, they actually did it. And then Bevy being really ticked off. Drew this for a friend, drew this for a friend. Drew this one for a friend. Drew this because someone made a cursed pose in a pose maker. Drew the adorable robots. All the adorable robots. Made that for a friend. Made this because I really love the cannibals and Husband Hotel. Made this for a friend. This for a friend. The pot pie again, pork pot pie hat. Except I don't know what that hat actually looks like, so I just gave them a pie on their head. Scenery practice. Design for a D&D character. I went with this design because more fun. Murder drones. I watched that with a friend, so I made my own Sona. Yeah, just people. Oh, this one. I don't remember making that one, but apocalypse thing. Shale and baby Cambria. Oh, that's so cute. And yeah. Do I have... I do. So, like, a lot of the times, if I make something really nice, but I have to compress it into the sketchbook, I will just kind of separate them and add them somewhere else. So yeah, this is like a slightly bigger version, nicer fidelity. Oh. And then this one, yeah, this is the bigger version. Still not, oh sorry, still not great, not super defined, but I do love it. It just, I don't know, seeing the old version if I can pop it up compared to this is very nice. And then yeah, she bigger, but worse, I don't know. And then yeah, these are a bunch of the sketches. And then yeah, I think I started on a page and then it started crashing. So yeah, it's just stuff making fun of people, drawing stuff for my friends, doing a silly comic. And I think that's pretty much it for Sketchbook 2.0. Don't want to do... yes. And then this is the smaller version that I think I kind of finished. I have a lot of stuff on here. I did have another... I had a very nice layer where it was like dream stuff, but I somehow lost it. Because I'm dumb and I don't save stuff properly, or I don't lock it, and so I lose stuff really easy. I'm gonna be more careful now in the future, but that stuff's lost now. But yeah, this is my friends' squads, like their personas, their art sonas, whatever, and I drew them, but tried to draw them more realistically. I like did a painterly style, used like real people, face shapes and everything. This was a lot of fun. So yeah, Goose, Sai, Cass, Mina. Mina's like the worst one of the bunch. I think that's so funny. Fish, Ivy, Wizard, and then I don't think this one has a name yet. They're Cloud. They're very silly. This is literally a PNG of a cloud. I couldn't be bothered. Yep. Just practicing drawing. I love drawing Monty, so I was like trying to draw him nicer. I love Fool. I saw this on Pinterest, the boxers, and I just thought it was so funny. Yeah. I think I drew like most of these at once, and then I was like, there's so much space in this file, in this layer, but I want to move on, so I just kind of did some really quick stuff. So I did some Mina, and the way that I did these without references, I'm like very proud of. And these are for a friend, just very silly stuff, but very short. There's so much empty space when I'm kind of mad at, but oh well. Oh yeah, these, yeah, working on Drew Madi from Tumblr. They're so great. I love their designs of everything. Drew Crim and Ivy, because why not? They're fun to draw. Did some practice on like spaces and houses. And I drew this for my friend Jam Streak. And this, I think this was supposed to be just a simple doodle. And then it got bigger, and it's, I love how pretty it is. I really love the lighting. I've like never done lighting this juicy before, or this sharp, no, I should say. It's very pretty. And yeah, I don't know why they're holding a gun, but the Pinterest ref I had a gun, so I was like, might as well. Oh yeah, this is, there's, the art someone made me up there. This is Maddie, and I'm just, I love them. Like, they're so pretty. And so this is me, or Mina, simping over them. And unfortunately, Maddie has other simps, so she's in danger. Just practicing drawing skeletons. Please, Eclipse Manap, save me. Man, I'm tired. Yep, that's a mood. Oh, yeah. Did I send that to the person I made that for? Probably not. What's in this one? Yeah, some drawings just for friends, sketches. Just for fun, sketches for apocalypse stuff. Someone after school was like, oh, let's draw what we would look like as an Animal Crossing villager. I've barely ever played Animal Crossing, but here's what I might look like. Or I guess this is raw, but whatever. It's like, be a normal type, lady, be an education type, and the catchphrase would be valid, because that's what I say all the time. Yeah, another one of those sketches. I've always wanted to just like have a background and then I can draw on the background because I don't like doing those. So I've tried those a couple times. It doesn't work as well as I wish it was. Oh yeah, I lost my dream file layer. So sad. And I'm like, later I came back and I'm like, I'm still mad about that. Oh, I watched a vampire movie. What's it called? It was a new one and it had Snoop Dogg in it. It was very funny. I'm like, what would Mina look like and how would Mist look like? Kinda in it. And it's, I love the two dynamics where Mina's just absolutely in her zone and Mist is like, everything here can kill me and I'm sad about it. And also, someone pointed out, like a long time ago, probably on Tumblr, it's like, why don't people in zombie apocalypses just like acquire chainmail? A zombie's not biting through that. They ain't getting through that. And I'm like, yeah, incorporate chainmail. You can buy that from people. Just get chainmail. I made that for a friend. Working on stuff. Ooh, this was a Pinterest reference picture that I was just sketching from. I think I made this for my sister. I was going to make a drawing of her and it didn't work. Yeah, Pinterest ref. Tried to draw a cricket again from Ghost in the Machine. Ooh, I Pinterest ref, but I made it my baby boy siren. Yeah, mood anxious, that's me all the time. Ooh, Pinterest ref of a dog, but then I made it into those creatures that is part of Mina lore. I think this is my profile picture right now because I think it's so funny. It's just Mina holding small friends. Mina doesn't have a lot of friends, so the people she can get attached to, it's like, I'm keeping them mine now, and I will kill you about it. Then yeah, this was from a dream. Just remember this scene, and it was so stupid. But I do like the lighting on the drawing. Oh, fox doodle page. Someone was asking me to draw a fox Sona. So I'm like, oh, I want to figure out how to draw foxes. So I took some time. I took a day drawing foxes. Someone sent me a picture of a really cool wedding dress and groom suit that was just bloody. So I drew my friend and myself in it, or Mina in it. Just being so silly. Oh yeah, this is a comic I made. just for a story that's never gonna actually be made, but I think it's funny. Just trying to, like, I have stupid story ideas, but I like to draw them out even if they're never gonna be something, just so I can work on how comics are supposed to look. Just like with pacing and everything. Yeah, because I don't know, there's something about this. I think I like these two panels most. There was something about it that worked nicely. And then, yeah, what was this? Oh yeah, I was gonna start drawing again, but then I was just like, I don't remember why. I just stopped. I think I was just ticked because I lost that file I really liked. And it was the start of Mermaid. Right, because another file I lost had a bunch of Mermaid stuff, and now that's gone forever. Which is so annoying. But, yeah. Sketchbook files. I wish people did those more. Because they're really fun, and I think people should do them. If you do digital art, if you just draw and doodle, I think you should keep them all together, so then you can show them. This one is the one I'm currently working on. And I'm trying to be a lot more careful about just saving and locking all my things so I don't accidentally lose it all. But yeah, this is what you guys have to look forward to. If I actually post this. Chances I'm not. Anyway, bye! Hope you had fun watching, and see y'all in the next one, I guess.